going on, everybody? It is Monday. It is the start of the new week. About halfway through September here. Got a decent amount of stocks. Got 9 of them here. Tech seems to be down. SPY's creeping back towards turning green. TLRY finally broke above this 117. And sitting here waiting for it. You can see it's making a nice triangle. This is the exact same scenario as it was making on that one trade that I took on it last week. I think it was on a Monday too. But it made the triangle. So what I'm trying to see, I'm hoping to see, is it comes up to this 118, gets rejected for a minute candle, and then I'll put in my order right in above it. 0-1 maybe, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens with it. But plenty of other stuff too, lots of big names going on right now. There really isn't too much news though. I think things are just moving. Tesla's in play. It turns out that Saudi fund actually is investing in a different luxury car company. A little disappointing for Elon, but don't know. Guess we'll see what happens. Alright, market is open. No big moves yet. I can still do this one. It's still probably give myself about 25 cents here. Risk will be about $1, I'd say. I'm gonna go 400 again here. See what happens. CGC's falling off too, Twitter's selling off. I hope we can see a nice bounce here. Could very well go the other way out of this too, but the circuit breaker's still on from Friday. Spread's tight and there it goes. Alright, well nothing there. Unless this thing pulls back pretty hard. Huh. That's weird. Alright, no gap and goes. Maybe some opening range plays here. Got some possibly setting up here. Still watching TLRY. Things pretty spready. It could easily turn right back around and push towards high day again. CDC's pulling up. Got stuck at that 116. Not hidden. Nobody's just... There we go. That spread is really ugly. I'm not gonna... Unless that moves, I'm not taking this. So that is really bad. CGC made a new high day here. Yeah, very well might go. I don't think I'm gonna take it. It's not perfect. See, if I wasn't, I'd be in. 116.70 was the last thing to hold. Now it's bouncing off the top of that trend line. Yeah. Would've worked. I'd probably be looking to take off right there. Decent little move. Everything's pretty ugly right now. Nothing's looking too clean. I don't see an opening range on this. I think JD might be our best bet here. Probably get bigger than 1,000. I might be able to go 1250 on this. Entry would be right underneath this. This is right underneath all the significant daily spots. This 90 was a significant daily spot here underneath all this consolidation. So if we can get under that, looks like at the low's 90. Candle's about to close here. I want to see it close lower than that. Alright, I need to be in this. I'm in. Stop loss will be about 95. It's just gonna take off though, huh? Looking for about 10 cents, so 75 I'll be looking to take some. It's not really pulling back, but not super clean either here. Just gotta wait and see what it does. SPY's dropping. No reason to get out. I need to hold on to it. Touch 95 again. Looks like I'm gonna go test a little higher here. Buyer's kind of stepping up. Got rejected, taken out. Now I might want to move lower. SPY's still dropping too, so I might get what I'm looking for here. Alright, to change my stop loss to 90. Anything in the 90s I'm out. Well, I'm gonna keep recording. I want to see what it does though. Might have been a bad idea to get out because it's just not coming back to retest this. But had multiple attempts to break underneath this, and if it's not gonna break, we'll just see what happens. Yeah, it's not a good looking opening range place, so I didn't want to be in it. MU might be a red to green here. Yeah, JD squeezing higher now. AMD pulling up, Tiva, QT dropping, Tesla popping up, TLRY dropping. really sure what I want to do here on MU. So the low's 50. Get in at 49. Just plowing right through it. Might be able to enter on a limit coming back. Or it might just bounce. I don't know. It's not super great because we got this 200 down here too. Something's happening in Tiva. I don't know, not anymore. Just missed it. Might have been a decent scalp. MU seems to be failing here. Well, nothing's looking too great at the moment, so I think I'll turn it back on if I see something. Okay, I'm watching Twitter here. It's looking pretty good. So we had a decent up move at the beginning, and then a huge bearish engulfing candle come in on the 5 minute. The 5 minutes look great. We just made this shooting star closing underneath the VWAP here. So now I think we're getting kind of a retest, and it's a little bit better in this case because I got two scenarios now. I can see a new stop loss if we put in a new high here and fail. And I got a breakout point underneath this 70 level. So I want to watch it here and see what it's going to do. SPY's been dropping. It's pulling up at the moment. MU's actually looking pretty decent for something too here. We might be failing out of a break from this triangle. Might get a squeeze, but I think I need to watch Twitter more. So high is 95. But I mean, we're still above VWAP here. I don't like taking it above VWAP. Because, I mean, we're getting close. We got another minute here. If this thing closes above this candle here, it could definitely be a good long. We kind of seem to be following the SPY at the moment. But if we close underneath VWAP on this candle right now, then I think I need to get in on this. Doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Yeah, I'm not interested in taking it long though. Alright, Twitter's gonna be out. So MU, something's going on with MU here. 5-minute huge bearish engulfing, came back rejected, kinda rejected, but we're creeping closer and closer here. I don't know. It's not that clean either. I don't think I have a trade on this. It's a pretty decent looking triangle though. I mean, could go either way. I don't think I have a trade in it though. Alright, well, Twitter, all of a sudden, actually, you know what, now I know what the deal is. Okay, so a bunch of stocks are actually following the SPY right now, Twitter being one of them. MU is doing the same thing, AMD doing the same thing. SPY just came back and rejected the VWAP here, and I think everything else is kind of following suit, so maybe I don't have as good of a trade as I thought I did. So I'm kind of retracing the path here. So here it didn't really have too much of a follow on it, but I don't know. I'm trying to see how in sync with the SPY is, because the SPY is bouncing off the low a day again. I think I need to wait for another 5-minute candle to come in. Okay, so we just made a bearish engulfing on the 5-minute now. I think what I want to see here is another retest of VWAP before I decide to get in on this, but I definitely am looking for a short. I wanted to set up for a new stop loss to give me here because right now it's technically 29-ish. But I want to see it come back here, come back and fail. So I'm just going to Tiva. 24, 29, and now 98's been holding kind of well. Still watching Twitter on my other screen. I don't think I have a trade there. That might have been the only pullback I'd get on it. I don't know, just kind of hard to read this, kind of hard to trade it. Engulfing candles every direction. Definitely being influenced by the SPY. Kind of hard to get a good spot on it, so I think I'm just gonna I could go 80 for a stop loss and try and get something in about 70. I mean, it's already made a push. It just never really gave me a clear spot to get in. Everything is dropping right now. I got 2840 as daily support. SPY's dropping and making new low a day here. SPY's dropping pretty hard. I don't know, I'm not seeing anything else. See how well I can hold the 70. I don't know, that just doesn't make much sense to get in, because then I'm only trying to get like 20 cents out of it. Bit of a squeeze here. It's kind of doing the same thing as the SPY again. I think it's just following the SPY too much. SPY had a squeeze too, Twitter's doing the same thing. I think I just need to stay away. Okay, I'm looking at Tiva here. I think it finally might be starting to get a decent break out of this. I think I want to try and get 1,000 here, and I'm going to have a stop in just below it. I guess 2 cents. I think I might have just been a little too slow on it, really, because I was waiting for it to do some kind of pullback here before I really decided whether or not I wanted to get in on it. The SPY again came back up towards VWAP. Tiva's been kind of consolidating this entire open, really, and then we just now had a decent amount of volume come into it on a breakout of the triangle, and we came back and retested, and we got the 9 coming underneath it. I think I want to try and see if I can stick this order. But yeah, the other problem is that it's gotten up here so many times and gotten rejected. Am I making a move now? I mean, I don't know. If it makes a move now, I'm definitely too late on it. But I mean, if it fails here, it's kind of like you would expect it to fail. I don't know. You just kind of think that this is going to be the one that it's finally going to break away from, because it's got volume. We're kind of getting out of this wedge finally. All the moving averages underneath it. The 5 minutes looking pretty good too. I think my entry's just going to be too far away though. I think I just have to be okay with trying to get in on something a little further away from where I want my risk to be. We'll see what happens though. Six wouldn't be so bad. I mean, it's just really awkward. All these rejections. Oh man, I can't get a read on anything today. Slow Monday, I guess. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense anymore. I don't know. I can't. I just don't see it. This 8's holding pretty well. Nope, not more. Big buyers there at 5. Got up here again, rejected again. Just don't like it. I really just think I need to stay away from it. I'll watch it though, see what happens. Come back to VWAP on the first time after the breakout. SPY's turning around again. I mean, T was kind of following it. I don't know, if it's not super clean, not super clear to me, then I need to not take it, because the chances of me making a mistake on it are just higher if it's not obvious. Alright, I'm going to be done for the day. There is nothing looking great anymore. SPY is making a decent drop down, made a new low a day just a little bit ago, but I don't know, for the past hour, obviously, just going back over everything. I mean, I couldn't really get a solid read on anything. Nothing was super clean. Everything was just kind of a C grade or B grade setup. So, only trade that I took was on JD. I took an opening range break down on it. It looked really good because recently, you can see all this consolidation in here, kind of down to 90. 25.90 was the low. So, whenever I saw it at the open, breaking down, having a strong open like that, setting up for a pretty good opening range breakdown. I took it short underneath of the bodies of the candles, which is definitely the right call. Otherwise I would have been, you know, an extra 5 cents on that spot. I probably would have lost an extra, I don't know, $50-something on it. Either way, I rewatched the tape. I was pretty clear, actually, after I rewatched it. I was looking at it, you know, it made one solid strong attempt to move down, break under the 75, what is this actually, 77, made a really strong move down to 77, and it did it again down to 77, and it didn't, and then it made another strong, and by strong I mean the tape sped up really fast, tons of red on it, really looking like it tried to make a breakdown, but after I was watching the tape, 84, 85 was holding really strong, and then after this 85 broke, it popped back up to that 90. So really, I probably should have only lost about 2 cents on this trade, but I wanted to give it that chance to, you know, come back and retest some level, maybe a little higher than that, to see if it wanted to break down again, because I didn't want to make sure that I was getting out too early on it. But after going back over it, I definitely should have gotten out a little bit earlier. It made some decent setups throughout the day. I mean, just tons of back and forth here, and then it finally broke down after 10 o'clock here, but it did it alongside the SPY. And one thing that I'm really paying attention to, because none of these stocks had news on them, they were all just gapping. That's all it was. So really, what I'm trying to pay a lot of attention to is this relative volume, and really anything over 3 is good enough. Anything less than 3 I try to avoid. I mean, you know, none of these things had any news catalysts or anything, so TiVo, the only one with the news catalyst, is the only thing with actual good volume on it that made any good moves. So there really wasn't anything else there. I mean, Twitter's low on relative volume. I mean, it just made so many fake outs. I was watching over here that made the engulfing pattern. I mean, I couldn't clearly see where the trade was, because, you know, if after this engulfing candle formed, you know, my risk is still up at this 29. Just didn't make sense. And going back to TiVo, you know, there was that triangle that it was making, and it busted out above, but there was just no point in taking it, because it's gotten up here so many times and gotten rejected and still got rejected, and, you know, there's just nothing there. MU was pretty decent, kind of a red to green. Definitely would not have worked. Came back to VWAP, and then, you know, was kind of stuttered around. Same thing, following the SPY. 10 o'clock, as soon as the SPY fell at 10, just came down from there. But again, you know, there's no good risk-reward scenario in there, so there was just nothing. I think Tesla had something decent at one point. I mean, there's kind of a retest in here, but I mean, just looking at the volume, there's just nothing. I mean, I don't know, just really ugly day. I mean, TLRY, same thing, just chopping, not really doing anything. Circuit breaker, so I don't want to short it or nothing. So really just an ugly Monday. I don't know, just hopefully we see something better tomorrow. That's really all I got, so thanks for watching. Be back tomorrow.